Hey Vincent, thank you again for choosing Surf Pro Techniques. I'm so happy to see your progress from the last time you sent me your footage. You really took what I said and ran with it, and I can see the progress that you've made. When I created your first video a few months back, you had only been surfing for about a year, and you were still really working on your pop-up. And now based on these photos, it seems that you're surfing down the line, catching a lot more waves, and riding waves as I think you had hoped to be riding waves when you first wrote me. This looks awesome, and it looks like you're progressing at a super fast rate. In this follow-up video, I'd like to compare and contrast your pop-up from the pop-up that you first sent me versus the pop-up that you are doing now. In your first video, you were popping up and you were putting a tremendous amount of pressure on your back toes. As we discussed in the first video, by putting that much pressure on your toes, you're sending a signal to the surfboard to make a hard right. Now this isn't always a bad thing, especially when you're making a late drop or you're trying to get barreled and you really want to keep that right rail stuck in the side of the wave. But in general, you want to pop up with a flatter, more even foot like you're doing here to maintain that plane and velocity that you had generated from your paddle. Your overall pop-up technique in the first video was really good. You kept your chest up, your chin up, and your eyes focused in the general direction you wanted to go. And if you recall, the only correction I had, or observation I had to make, was that if you wanted to potentially focus a little bit farther down the line, maybe about 3 meters during the pop-up process, that would help flatten out your back foot and create an overall better general positioning and starting point for your pop-up, which is why you're having so much success riding waves down the line like in these photos. Now let's go over the new footage and point out the differences. As you know and probably feel, your back foot is landing nice and even and smooth. Your pop-up is still super explosive and quick. However, it's much cleaner now and much more consistent in the way your feet are landing on the board. Your feet consistently land in the same two spots over and over again. You're still doing a good job of keeping your chest up, your chin up, and your eyes focused in the direction you want to go. And I really like how in this simulation you add a really defined look to your right and your eyes focused down the line in the direction you want to go. This is a really good addition to your pop-up and preparing your body for what will come next. So with all that said, Vincent, you're doing a great job. Your pop-up is much more consistent, much more clean, and much more controlled and functional for achieving the kind of wave riding you want to achieve. So keep up the good work. Keep that chest up, that chin up, and those eyes focused about 3 meters down the line as you continue to work on your surfing. And let me know if I can be of any more assistance in the future. Good hearing from you, Vincent. Take care.